This Seniors Empowerment Workshop session is being organized by the Independent Community Consulting Firm, ICCF. ICCF received this funding from the federal government of Canada through the New Horizon for Seniors program for 2023 to 2024 to support Black seniors with mental health conditions to combat the lingering psychological effect of the COVID-19 pandemic. ICCF is a Black-led community-based organization whose mandate and activities are to promote social development through local networking and building of community support systems. ICCF is dedicated to the educational advancement of our members in the Black, visible minority, and immigrant communities in Northeast Waterloo, Ontario. We coordinate socially inclusive information sharing workshops for vulnerable individuals that facilitates the development of basic social interactive community involvement of seniors and youths, advocacy, assistive technology training, project management, and other social skills. ICCF achieves its mandate and upholds its vision by providing direct services to as much as 120 community members annually. These services include: number 1, facilitating the transfer of employment and business knowledge to Black and immigrant youth and young adults. Number 2, increasing accessibility to social programming for Black seniors to improve their community engagement and combat social isolation and loneliness. Number 3, providing a social and advocacy support system for women impacted by violence and connect them with appropriate social and injustice systems. Number 4, social development research, project proposal development, strategy planning, and management training. And number 5, combat food insecurity through the provision of nutritional food to vulnerable families.
This senior workshop is to address the loss of independence among seniors, including safety living strategies for seniors living alone, and to discuss decisions such as when living alone is no longer safe or desirable for seniors, especially those with dementia. The first thing we're going to talk about is loss of independence and safety living strategies. You may be able to tell when living alone is no longer safe or desirable. However, it's natural that you will want to stay in your own home for as long as possible, even if there are some safety concerns. At home, you are free to follow lifelong routines, are surrounded by a familiar neighborhood, and may have a reliable circle of support. A move away from home could mean a loss of self-reliance and control in your daily life. Evidence shows that staying socially active may help manage the symptoms of dementia, allowing people with dementia to live independently for a longer period of time. Many communities offer adult day programs with transportation. These programs provide supervised activities, usually in a group setting, that promote independence, provide stimulation, and encourage social interaction. Overall, it's important that you live in a place that best supports your safety and quality of life. For some, this may mean living at home with support services, even if there is some risk. The amount and type of support available are important factors in determining your ability to live well alone. For example, a person with a large family living in a community with many services may be better able to live alone than someone with no family living in a community with limited services. Next, we're going to talk about living alone and how it can present unique challenges for seniors. Therefore, it is important to have certain things in place, such as emergency contact information. Seniors should have a list of emergency contact numbers readily available, including numbers for family members, neighbors, friends, and healthcare professionals. Medical alert systems, Consider using a medical alert system that allows seniors to call for help with the push of a button. These systems often include wearable devices or home-based units connected to a monitoring center. Home safety modifications. Make necessary modifications to the living space to reduce hazards. This may include installing handrails along staircases, improving lighting in hallways and entrances, removing clutter, and securing loose rugs to prevent falls. Regular home maintenance. Ensure the home is well maintained to minimize potential risks. This involves checking smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, and fire extinguishers regularly, and scheduling routine inspections for heating, cooling, and plumbing systems. Medication management. Seniors should establish a system for managing medication safely. This may involve using pill organizers, setting reminders, and maintaining a list of medications, including dosages and schedules. Regular communication. Seniors should communicate regularly with family members, friends, or neighbors to inform them about their well-being. Daily check-ins provide peace of mind and ensure someone is aware of potential issues. Community engagement. Encourage seniors to participate in community activities and programs. Engaging with others can combat isolation and provide a support network. Local senior centers often offer social events, classes, and resources. Transportation assistance. Seniors who no longer drive may need assistance with transportation. Explore local options such as public transportation, community shuttles, or volunteer programs offering seniors transportation services. Personal safety measures. Seniors should be cautious about allowing strangers into their homes and avoid sharing personal or financial information over the phone. Installing a peephole and security measures like door and window locks can enhance personal safety. And finally, we have fall prevention. Falls are a significant concern for seniors. Encourage regular exercise to improve balance and strength. Remove tripping hazards. Ensure adequate lighting and consider assistive devices such as grab bars and non-slip mats in bathrooms. Each senior situation is unique, so it is important to tailor these strategies to individual needs. Additionally, seeking advice from healthcare professionals, geriatric care managers, or senior service organizations can provide further guidance on safe living strategies for seniors. Next, we're going to talk about services and solutions to help with safety. There are various services and solutions that can help remedy some of the issues seniors may face. First up is medical alert devices, which can be used in emergencies. Next, social activities can be intentionally scheduled. We also have the fact that meals can be delivered. Or better yet, family members can move in with the senior. Now, when is it unsafe for seniors to live alone? Well, when they require help with activities of daily living, which are also called ADLs. If they have experienced significant weight loss recently, if they suffer from a memory loss condition such as Alzheimer's disease, if they are experiencing a general cognitive decline, if they have worsening hygiene, if there is unopened mail, that has piled up or general untidiness around the house, if they suffer from physical health issues, or if they were recently diagnosed with a mental or physical impairment. These are all considered instances when it is unsafe for seniors to live alone. Now we're going to talk about the possible dangers of seniors living alone. Number 1, fall and accident risk. As unpleasant as it is, the fact is that our bodies, as we age, begin to function at lower levels than they did before. Aging adults often find they've lost some flexibility. Their bones are becoming more brittle. Their muscles are weakening. Their balance is off. Their reaction times are slowing. Falling poses a massive risk to seniors who live alone. All of these factors come together to create high risks of falling and other dangerous accidents. Nearly a third of all seniors living in North America fall every year. Around half of the falls requiring hospitalization take place at home. Secondly, malnutrition. One of the less frequently mentioned dangers of seniors living alone is the threat of malnutrition. When living alone, seniors sometimes find that making dinner is too much. Many seniors take various medications, and some of those come with dietary restrictions. For some, simply microwaving a freezer meal or skipping dinner altogether is an easier, more manageable option. This can lead to severe malnutrition, in turn leading to a host of other health struggles. Number 3, accidental prescription overdose. The older we get, the more help our bodies need to remain healthy. This help often comes in the form of vitamins and medications. Prescription medication use has risen significantly in the past years. Roughly 90% of seniors in North America take at least one prescription medication, while around 40% take 5 or more different prescriptions. Taking a dose an hour or two late due to forgetting can lead to devastating consequences. The tiny print on medication bottles can make it easy to get them mixed up or to misread the dose. Many different medications look similar, leading to accidentally taking too many of one and not enough of another. For seniors with memory loss, medications pose a specific threat. Taking one's medications and forgetting can lead to accidentally double or even triple dosing. Unfortunately, the threat of mismanaging prescription medication is much higher than people might know. Number 4, overlooked symptoms or illnesses. When you live with declining health, it becomes easy to ignore it, or you might never notice it at all. Seniors living alone may not realize that their health is slowly declining. Many are not aware of symptoms that they should be looking for to help catch any health conditions early on. Barely noticed brain fog can be an indication of something far more serious. Slow loss of movement might not be noticed until it is too late. By choosing not to live alone, seniors can dramatically reduce the chances of developing a serious health concern that they didn't see early signs of. Now we're going to talk about mental dangers of seniors living alone. It seems like everyone talks about fall risks and other physical dangers of seniors living alone. But living alone can be just as much of a threat to mental health as to physical. Many seniors living alone find that engaging in their community is difficult. And as a result, many develop serious mental health disorders. Number one, depression. Depression can have multiple causes, from hormonal imbalances in the brain to outside stimulation to extreme loneliness. Many seniors who live alone find that they are battling depression, even if they never dealt with it before. Someone living with depression may find that they are unable to enjoy activities they used to love, are incredibly tired and fatigued, lose energy, feel deeply sad, hopeless, numb, or empty, struggle to sleep or sleep too much, are having thoughts of harming themselves. Depression is a serious health concern, and it is important to do everything possible to avoid it. By choosing to live with others, seniors can help stave off conditions of depression. There are activities seniors can do that can help alleviate symptoms of depression. However, if your loved one is experiencing the symptoms listed above, they may need medical treatment to get better. Reach out to your loved one's doctor to find out the best course of action. Number two, anxiety. Another common mental health concern for seniors living alone is anxiety. Anxiety can be as serious as a diagnosable mental disorder or as mild as occasional nervousness and persistent feelings of fear. A full anxiety disorder can lead to symptoms such as anxiety attacks, insomnia, feelings of panic. Seniors who live alone may find themselves battling anxiety due to overwhelm, fear of injury, or any number of factors. Number three, isolation and loneliness. When it comes to the dangers of seniors living alone, sometimes the biggest danger is simply the alone part. Human beings naturally crave connection and community. Especially for seniors, it is important to avoid isolation. Isolation and loneliness are a huge threat to the health of a senior who lives alone. When humans become isolated, it can negatively affect far more than just their mood. In fact, living in isolation is as bad for you as obesity or a chronic smoking habit. Now we're going to discuss the daily life dangers of seniors living alone. In addition to problems that can appear and accumulate over time, there are some mundane daily dangers seniors might face when living alone. Number one, lack of help with everyday activities. Keeping a home clean and functional is a lot of work. Taking care of daily tasks can be overwhelming, especially for seniors who may already be struggling. Staying on top of miscellaneous tasks can become nearly impossible, such as laundry, dishes, vacuuming, cooking, going grocery shopping, or getting the mail. Seniors often find that they need some assistance taking care of these tasks, and they cannot get that assistance on their own. Number two, financial difficulties. On top of other daily responsibilities and stress points, many seniors find that it becomes difficult to stay on top of finances. Owning a home can be expensive. You have to factor in costs such as mortgage payment, lawn care, electricity, water, and gas. In addition to paying the bills, each one has a date it must be paid by. For some seniors, especially those battling memory issues, remembering to pay multiple bills on various days can be a huge struggle. Now we're going to talk about what is dementia. Dementia is a general term that refers to decreasing memory, language, problem solving, and other cognitive skills to the point where it interferes with day-to-day functioning. The primary cause of dementia, in the vast majority of instances, is Alzheimer's disease. The most common cause of dementia is Alzheimer's, followed by vascular dementia, which is brought on by microscopic hemorrhage and blood channel blockage in the brain. Mixed dementia is when a person exhibits concurrent brain alterations caused by several different types of dementia. Dementia symptoms can be brought on by a number of illnesses, some of which are treatable, such as thyroid issues and vitamin deficiencies. The false notion that significant mental deterioration is a normal aspect of aging leads to the misleading terms senility or senile dementia, frequently used to refer to dementia. Some symptoms and signs of dementia are issues with short-term memory, issues with keeping track of a purse or wallet, issues with paying bills, missed or double payments, issues with planning and preparing meals, issues with remembering appointments, and issues with traveling out of the neighborhood.
Dementia affects much more than a person's memory. As the disease progresses, it can lead to poor judgment, increased impulsivity, and changes in mood and personality. The 5 senses can also be affected. For instance, someone living with dementia may have trouble with vision and depth perception, or recognizing that something is hot and should not be touched. As a care partner, you can help increase safety at home by making some small adjustments. Reduce the risk of falls by setting up bright lighting and removing obstacles and clutter from the floor. Make sure any rugs have a non-skid mat. In the bathroom, raised toilet seats, shower stools, and grab bars can help keep your person safe. In the kitchen, think about getting covers for the burners and electrical outlets. Find out if your appliances have an automatic shutoff feature and use it. Check your smoke alarms and carbon monoxide detectors and keep a fire extinguisher handy. Make good food easy to find by putting it on lower shelves and using bright labels or signs. Keep sharp objects and household chemicals locked up or out of reach. Another major safety concern is getting lost or wandering. Everyone with dementia is at risk. It can happen in the blink of an eye, on foot, or by vehicle. Reduce the risk of wandering by keeping items like shoes and car keys away from the front door. Install motion detectors and door alarms. Or keep it simple by tying a bell around the doorknob so you can hear when the door opens. It's also important to limit access to guns. Dementia affects a person's ability to handle a firearm safely, regardless of experience or skill. Consider removing all weapons from the home. If that's not a possibility, secure them by using a safe or gun lock. You can always call local law enforcement for help. Everyone living with Alzheimer's disease or another dementia will eventually require 24/7 supervision. Talk to your support system and find out who can fill in as a caregiver in case you're ever injured or called away. You can also look into professional caregiving services in your area to make sure your person is never left home alone.
The following are some strategies that you can use to promote safety. First strategy is leave a set of house keys with trusted neighbors. The benefits to this are access to the home is available, and someone can enter the home if help is needed. Some things to consider: our neighbors may not always be at home, so leave a set of keys with 2 different neighbors. The next strategy is arrange for someone to call or visit once a day. The benefit: regular checks can reassure the person as well as the family. Timing can help ensure that the person eats or takes medication and may be able to monitor areas of concern. Things to consider: problems may arise between calls or visits. So consider checking in with the person twice a day. This can be a quick phone call in the morning and a second phone call late afternoon. Next strategy is register with the Medic Alert Safety Home Program. For more information, visit www.medicalert.ca/safelyhome. The benefits of this: it helps first responders identify the person who was lost and assists in a safe return home. Some things to consider: some people may find it hard to accept that they are at risk of getting lost and may refuse to wear a bracelet. So consider another Medic Alert product, such as a watch or a sports band. Another strategy: appliance safety measures. Consider automatic shutoff kettles, stove safety, remove fuses, remove knobs, put burners on timers, shut off gas, and lower temperatures of hot water heaters. The benefits: this minimizes the chance of an accident. Some things to consider: some people may find the changes confusing or frustrating. So consider incorporating these changes slowly to give the person time to adjust. The next strategy is post a visible, easy to read list of emergency phone numbers. Consider adding a picture beside the name and telephone number. Consider adding speed dial numbers, if the phone has this feature, with pictures. Consider getting a phone with a limited number of features, for example, a pre-programmed phone numbers. Some benefits are visual cues for persons with dementia, and reassuring for the person with dementia and the family. Some things to consider: it may not always be handy in certain situations. For example, if a fall happens away from the phone. So consider purchasing an alert button that allows the person to call for help in an emergency situation or a fall detection device. Thank you for joining us for this workshop. We look forward to seeing you again.